church guys like sports too. Before I can sing my song. Ain't that right, D right? New York.
What's up, everybody?
Big city of dreams. And
we back for Church Guys Like Sports. Come on, I need y'all to tune in. I need y'all to share it. We back, y'all.
Lift your hands, Knicks fans. You now have a right to go buck in the stand. Knicks, we here. Keep your head up. New York Knicks, this is your year. Some doubters, some laugh at us. Some went to Brooklyn, some went to Dallas. Shout out to the true Knicks fans who stayed the course. Hope for a win even though we still lost. Shout out to Coach Tibbs and KP. Not the unicorn, but the man from Kentucky. Got Julius playing like a North Star. He the truth and ain't no stopping, no stopping. IQ, gonna have to guard and go crazy. Every night the kid never ceased to amaze me. K-Knox.
Listen, I need y'all to come on in. We're gonna talk some sports today. Let's go, let's go, let's go. I need all the sports fans in here right now.
High five, Leon Rose and West getting busy. We need a job here in New York City. Bullock and Burke, to be continue. Get it? Meant to be. Keep throwing up the threes. Hey, Rick James, super freak with the J. Real name, but we gon' stick to RJ. I know you didn't think that I forgot to mention. My boy go hard off the bench. T-Bench.
Where all my Knicks fans at?
I'm glad. Change came. Your Knicks.
All right, y'all. Let's talk some sports. We got to get into it. We about to get into it. First thing, we've been missing in action for a little while. You know, I've been at the shop, working at the shop, of course. So I haven't been in my studio, but I'm in my sports studio right now. I am here and I am ready to talk some sports. Don't you know church guys and church girls like sports? Yes, I am a Knicks fan. And I got the first, you know, I didn't say much about it. The Knicks lost to the Nets the other night. Yes, we did. But don't y'all Brooklyn folks get too hyped. All y'all fake Brooklyn Net fans. Because it was only 2 points. And from the sounds of the audience, it was more Knicks fans in the building than Brooklyn Net fans. So I'm telling you right now, the Knicks will always own New York. The Nets ain't just going to come jump up out of nowhere and take over New York. Are you crazy? Are you silly? The Knicks will always own New York. It will forever belong to us. Madison Square Garden. I'm Brooklyn in New York. There you go, Mo. She like the Knicks and the Nets. That's how you do. But my Knicks lost last night to Chicago. I'm getting a little concerned. It's still early. But I'm getting a little bit concerned because we went and got Kemba Walker, and Kemba Walker was supposed to be this, you know, coming back home to the Garden, coming back home to the Knicks. He's from the Bronx. He was supposed to do this and supposed to do that. Yeah, Barclays is MSG South. But Kemba Walker, I hope you can hear me. You have been disappointing me. You better get it together. And you better get it together quick, Kemba. You better get it together quick, or we're going to ship you out of town. Don't come here, you know. See, Tom Thibodeau is a different kind of coach. You got to play defense for Tom Thibodeau. Can't be coming here talking about, oh, you just want to shoot. No. This ain't AAU. This is the NBA, Kemba Walker. This ain't whatever that school you went to in the Bronx, Christ the King, wherever he went. You got to play some defense. And if you don't, we're going to ship you out of town and we're going to get John Wall. John Wall will shoot and he'll play defense. We don't need shooters, just shooters. We need somebody that's going to play rugged defense. And that's why the Bulls beat us last night. They scored 119 points on us. All right? So do better, Kimber. Do better. This is the NBA. This ain't AAU. And I could talk to you like that because I'm older than you. You're 31. I'm 43. This ain't the Christ the King basketball gym. You got to actually play some defense. And if you don't play defense, you're getting out of here. Now, and I'm going to talk about LeBron. Don't y'all go nowhere. I got some stuff to say about this LeBron. I'm going to get him. But before I get to LeBron, the Memphis Grizzlies beat the Oklahoma City Thunder yesterday by 73 points. Not the mighty Phoenix Suns or let's say the Lakers or the Celtics or the Knicks or the Bulls or the Golden State Warriors, but the Memphis Grizzlies. They beat Oklahoma City Thunder by 73 points. I'm telling y'all right now, everybody in Oklahoma City, all of y'all need to be fired. They need to fire the coach, the assistant coach. They need to fire the whole team, the point guard, the shooting guard, the small forward, the power forward, the center. They need to fire the people that sell popcorn. They need to fire the people that sell hot dogs. They need to fire everybody that got anything to do with Oklahoma City. Because if you lose by 73 points, if I see my Knicks and I'm in the audience and they losing by 73 points, I'm jumping on the court. I'm going to stop that bleeding. You can't beat my team by 73 points and get away with it. Those are fighting words. Everybody needs to be fired. They need to fire the folks at the Oklahoma City airport for letting it happen. 73 points, that is an NBA record. And there's been some horrible teams. Oh, my Lord. There's been some bad teams. And there's been some great teams. The 97 Bulls. The 2015 Warriors, they never beat nobody by 73 points. How in the world do you know how bad you got to play to lose by 73 points? I need to talk to their pastor. I want to talk to every pastor of the players from the Oklahoma City Thunder, and they need to be banned from church. You can't even come to church after losing by 73 points. Have you ever... And I did, my good friend Zab Judah, his brother Danny Judah, or Daniel, that's what we call him, little tall fella. He was like a brother to Zab, and he was a member of my church. And he was a good boxer, but one fight, he got knocked out in the first round. And I mean, he got knocked silly. And then he came to church a couple of weeks later, maybe about a month or so later. I don't know how to look at somebody that been beat up that bad. It's hard to look at somebody in their eyes after they've been knocked out. What do you say to them? What do you say to somebody that been beat that bad? You ever had a friend that got beat up real bad? Knocked out, and then you looking at them like, oh, good job. What do you say? So you can't even come to church after losing by 73 points. If you do, you got to sit in the back. Oklahoma City Thunder, shame on y'all. Y'all make the NBA look like they should have canceled. They should have, forfeited that game. There should be a mercy rule that once you're down by 50 points, it should be over. You can't come back from 73 points. Some teams don't even score 73 points. The devil is a liar. Y'all need healing. All right. Now, I told y'all I was going to deal with LeBron, and I'm going to get him right now. I want y'all to tag all the LeBron fans. Get them on here. Let me show you what happened. And somebody said, oh, I was being unfair saying LeBron James quit on his team. Let me show you what happened. LeBron James was diagnosed, allegedly to my knowledge, with COVID on Monday. Yesterday is Thursday, which is Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, 3 days later, he's cleared to play tomorrow. He had COVID Monday, and he's cleared to play Thursday. 3 days. Is there a different set of rules for LeBron James than the rest of the whole NBA, than the rest of the world? Let me tell you something. You get COVID at your job, you got to stay home, vaccinated or not. You got to stay home for 10 days. You can't come back to your job. You can't come back to wherever for 10 days. But LeBron James, Monday has COVID. Thursday, he can come back. What kind of mess is this? What, he had some kind of Mickey Mouse COVID? Like his Mickey Mouse championship ring? What kind of COVID did he have? He must have had that dyslexic COVID that don't pay attention. He must have had some other kind of COVID, because you can't have COVID on Monday and be cleared on Thursday to play on Friday unless there's something else going on. We got to tell the truth about this thing. What is LeBron James? Are you going to say LeBron James' body reacts different to COVID than anybody else in the whole wide world? If that is the case, then COVID vaccines and all that stuff should be case by case. It shouldn't be a blanketed thing, because anybody else that has COVID, they are not allowed to have team activities for 10 days. But, LeBron James. Maybe LeBron James is Jesus. They call him the king. Maybe LeBron James got, maybe Jesus maybe he met Jesus on that road and he said, go show yourself to the priests. Maybe LeBron was one of the lepers that said, go show yourself to the commissioner. So, okay, they say he had false positives. So that means after he took a couple of more tests, all of his tests came back negative. You can't be, and I'm going to say this, thank you, Sam, I'm going to say this. You can't be putting people's livelihood at risk talking about they had a false positive test. Because according to my knowledge, he tested positive, and then he took about 2 or 3 more tests, and they all came back negative. But he also had to miss a game because of that. So we got to get this thing, and he's vaccinated, fully vaccinated. And I'm going to talk about that because we got to get this thing together. Kyrie, who does not have COVID, let's get this straight. He didn't get vaccinated now, but he don't got COVID. He keep getting negative tests. He tests every 2 weeks, and he's negative. He can't play. He cannot play, and he is COVID negative. LeBron was COVID positive Monday, and they letting him play Friday. Somebody got to explain that thing to me. Shout out to the Phoenix Suns. They doing real good. Chris Paul is balling. And while we talk about that, you see, it's different rules for different people, different strokes for different folks. Because, and let's talk about football. I'm gonna get to your Cowboys. Let me deal with the Cowboys now. Yay, hip hop, hooray! The Dallas Cowboys. Woo-wee. Let's go, Dallas Cowboys. The Dallas Cowboys have won another game. Oh, yes, they have. The Dallas Cowboys, they beat the mighty New Orleans Saints last night. Oh, yes. Final score 27-17. Don't get so hyped over that, Dallas Cowboys. Y'all didn't play nobody for real. Don't you talk about my Knicks, Jabbar. Dallas Cowboys did win 8. They're now 8-4. But I guarantee you, all your Cowboy fans, all of that Super Bowl talk has stopped. You ain't talking too much about the Super Bowl. Me and my Deacons could beat the New Orleans Saints. They not no big time team. They on their third quarterback. Come on here. Now, let me talk about football and let me show you how it's different strokes for different folks. There's a man named Antonio Brown, wide receiver for the Tampa Bay Bucks. We know Antonio Brown. He's a little nut job. And he lied about being vaccinated. Antonio Brown lied about being vaccinated. And you know what the NFL did? They suspended Antonio Brown 3 games for lying about being vaccinated. Okay, if you're going to do that, let's do that. But don't forget, 2, maybe 3 weeks ago, Aaron Rodgers lied about being vaccinated. Oh, nobody want to talk back to David Wright today. Aaron Rodgers lied about being vaccinated. And you know what they did to him? Nothing. He didn't get suspended, not 1 game. Oh, come on here. So you mean to tell me that Antonio Brown can lie about being vaccinated and he's suspended 3 games? But Aaron Rodgers can lie about being vaccinated and doesn't get not 1 suspension. The only difference between the two is one is black with braids and the other one is white with curly hair. Oh, we got to talk about this stuff. How come Aaron Rodgers didn't get suspended? Because it's different strokes for different folks. And it's going on in the NFL. It go on at your job. It even go on at some churches. It go on in the NBA. It go on in corporate America. Everywhere. Let's see what he got to say about it.
Everybody in the house. I don't remember. He doesn't remember. What an unusual case. We'll have to study this. Crazy nigga, why did you wake up in the project and kill everybody? I don't remember. 2,000 years, nigga, I bet you will remember.
Different stroke for different folk.
Crazy white man, why did you wake up and kill everybody on your block? I'm 12 different personalities. 12 different people? How unusual. We'll have to study this. Crazy nigga, why did you wake up and kill everybody at BET on your job? Because I'm 12 different personalities. Oh, really, nigga? Well, pick who you want to be, because some niggas going to jail.
They don't let us get away with the stuff that they can get away with. And I hate to say it, and a lot of people don't think it exists, but white privilege is real. It's real in the NFL right now. You can see it. And I don't hear nobody making no noise for Antonio Brown. We made noise for Colin Kaepernick. We made noise for Cam Newton and his dress wearing self and thong wearing self. Why ain't nobody stepping up and saying, yo, what they doing to Antonio Brown ain't fair? Aaron Rodgers told the same lie and nothing happened to him. We got to do better about this foolishness. And I ain't gonna start on Cam Newton, but I will say this. Cam Newton ain't the same Cam Newton from years ago. Cam Newton is not the same Cam Newton. All right? So I think and I want to let's talk about the Cowboys, because the Cowboys are looking like they're going to win the NFC East, but they got to be careful, because that Washington football team looks like they the real deal. They sneaky good. So watch out for them. Watch out for them. And it was one more thing. The quarterback, I want to talk to them New England Patriot fans. They got this quarterback named Mac Jones, and he's pretty good. He's doing all right. But Mac Jones has just started a clothing or branding line called MJ10. That's it, MJ10. And he got the idea because Tom Brady has TB12. Now, I got to address this, y'all. Mac Jones, you're a rookie. You're doing pretty well. But you are not Tom Brady. You see, that's the problem. A lot of these young whippersnappers, they just come up, they still wet behind the ears, and they think they can outplay, they think they can outdo some of these real folks that have been around for a while. Tom Brady is the GOAT. I don't even like Tom Brady, but I got to tell you one thing, I won't bet against him. That man is the GOAT. You don't go against Tom Brady. And you gonna talk about, oh, I'm MJ10. MJ10, you ain't did nothing. You ain't even played 10 games. MJ10, Tom Brady he got more rings than you got games. Tom Brady been to more Super Bowls than you been to games. Mac Jones, somehow call me MJ10 and got it branded and got it patented. Are you kidding me? Who you think you are? And thank you for joining Church Guys Like Sports too, because I had a musician. I was getting ready to hire a musician. I'm gonna let the cat out the bag. I'm here. I've been playing music. I've been doing music for 25 years. I'm not gonna toot my own horn all like that, but in 1997, I played on a record that was nominated for a Grammy Award. I was the youngest organist on a Grammy-nominated project in gospel music ever, 19 years old. So I've been doing music 25 years. I got over several different awards and this and all of this stuff. I got a stellar nomination for my organ CD. So I'm hiring a musician, young boy, maybe 21, 22. And I'm in conversation with him, I watch your videos and da-da-da-da-da-da. All right, cool, thanks. I want you to play for my Jersey church, my New Jersey location, Cherry Hill. And he said, okay, here's my secretary's information. You can give her all the details. What? Your secretary? I've been playing longer than you've been alive. And I ain't never told nobody that wanted me to play to talk to a secretary. Are you kidding? Are you what? Who? What? Say what? Are you dumb? Are you stupid? What? Loose here. And I never called him back. He called me back. Oh, yeah. I hope it was no misunderstanding. Yes, it was a misunderstanding, dum-dum. You ain't gonna tell me. I'm not saying that, but come on. I've been playing for 25 years. I got video. You're gonna tell me that you called his secretary? His assistant? What? I had to pull over. I had to pull my car over and look at it twice. I had to look at that thing. And I was laughing and crying at the same time. I had to drink. You ever read something and you had to drink a glass of water? What that say? Hold on. I took my shades off and read it and put my shades back on. Tell your people to talk to my people. We'll do lunch. And I just want you to play for a 1-hour service. Are you kidding me? I'll play. Well, and that's the same thing this Mac Jones boy is doing. He acting like he Tom Brady. You are not Tom Brady, Mac Jones. You just got here. Show me some years of some playoff appearances. Show me some works before you start branding yourself and talking about call me MJ10. All right, y'all. Thank y'all for tuning in to Church Guys Like Sports 2. Look, we got the new ministry down in South Jersey. I'm going to put the cash app to the new ministry there. If you want to sow a seed, you can definitely do that. All the seeds from Church Guys Like Sports 2 goes to Life Impact Worship Center, Life Impact WC. That's $ Life Impact WC. All right. Shout out to my Knicks. We still playing hard, but Kemba Walker, I want to see more from you. You don't come all the way from everywhere else and come to New York and you start sucking and playing horrible. Peace out, y'all. Remember, you can love God and love sports. You can love God, go to church, and still get home in time to watch the game. Pastors, we are in football season. No long services, no afternoon services. We are in football season. Hallelujah.